made videos at Real Madrid, Borussia Dortmund, Barcelona, Man United, Liverpool, Celtic, Rangers and some of the biggest football teams in the world. But when I think of a football team that I'm still yet to make a video about, that I really want to, that is like up at the top of football globally, Bayern Munich is up there. And today I should be getting a private tour of the Bayern Munich Stadium, the Allianz Arena. But before that, I have to show you this incredible city. This is the most German place I've ever been. I've been to Cologne on this channel, I've been to Hamburg on this channel, I've been to Dortmund, I've been to Dusseldorf, but this is so German. Wow, look at this. This is absolutely nuts. Look how busy it is for the 12 o'clock Glockenspiel show. And these people have got the right idea. So if you're going to come anywhere in Munich, come to the Hofbrauhaus. The Hofbrauhaus is one of the biggest pubs, I suppose, in the world. It's an iconic beer hall, one of the most famous in the world, and it has millions of visitors annually. That's a beer hall that has millions of visitors. Famous for Oktoberfest and the Bavarian beer culture, but it was founded in 1589 by the Duke of Bavaria. The Hofbrauhaus, you have to come, and we have some incredible food in front of us right now, which I'll show you. I've got my litre of beer, which is going down nicely, a pretzel and pork knuckle and a potato dumpling, I believe this is. So I'm gonna tuck in and see you later. Right, so the food and the beers have been insane in here, but look, if you're a local, you can get your own little tankard and you can lock them up and you can come in and get your own little tankard out. You can unlock it and you don't have to have a classic glass like we've all been having, everyone in here obviously, all the tourists. And I take it this would be an area for the locals, I don't know, but I take it if you have your own tankard in here, if you are Gunter Klein, then you can come in here, come to 362, unlock your tankard, give it to the blokes or the ladies obviously, and they'll just they'll serve you up a beer and you can go into your own little section. And look, is that 1860? Yes, this bloke here is an 1860 Munich fan. This is a Bayern video obviously, but 1860 are another popular team here in Munich. There is the Hofbrauhaus, one of the biggest beer halls in the world, and right next to it is the 1860 Munich fan shop. And then up the road from the 1860 Munich shop is a Bayern Club store as well. Let's go and have a look in there. So you can see how football mad this city is. They've got two club shops of the two main teams here in Munich, just right up the street here next to one of the main attractions, which is the Hofbrauhaus. But thankfully my stadium tour is tomorrow because I have had a couple of beers. It is now the next day and we are heading to the Allianz Arena for the Bayern Munich Stadium Tour, and I just want to say thank you to Slick Gorilla for keeping me feeling fresh this season. I'm buzzing with what they've sent me this season. If you want to get 15% off, then check out the top link in the description box below. Make sure you take advantage of that discount. 15% off, it is class. You can tell it's a modern stadium because look at where we are, right out in the middle of nowhere. I know Bayern have had old historic homes around Munich, but yeah, they obviously now play at the Allianz Arena, which is one of the most famous stadiums in the world, and there it is. I'm seeing it for the first ever time through my eyes, And yeah, somewhere that I've always wanted to come. Obviously being a huge football fan, like, you want to come and see the biggest stadiums in the world, don't you? And this is certainly one of them. And today is the day that Harry Kane should be signing for Bayern. And look at some of the stickers on here, some of the different teams have obviously been here, fans of other clubs. But yeah, I'm here hours before my tour, hoping that I can interview fans about Harry Kane for a separate video. Just my luck that the day I come here is the day that Kane is supposed to join Bayern Munich. Before we get our private tour today, a good place to start is the museum, which we paid for. It's €12, not a bad price, and they're actually formed in 1900. There was only a couple of teams in the south of Germany by the looks of things, and I think the founders were initially in this area, founders of a gymnastic club, and the gymnasts were suspicious of this English sport. They resigned it to fringe status. They didn't like the competitive nature of it. They'd rather have played gymnastics or have done gymnastics. And eventually, a few meetings were held, and in 1900, Bayern Munich were formed. And what does Bayern mean? Bayern is Bavaria. In German, we say Bavaria, but I think it would be Bayern, and München is obviously Munich, so Bayern Munich is Bavaria, Munich basically. They won their first title in 1932, and just have a look at what it used to look like. I believe this is what the German champions were used to be given before. The sort of shield that they get given now. This is called the Victoria, I think named after, it says down here, named after the goddess of victory, right? And look at some of the teams that have won this trophy. So Nuremberg there, and Hamburg up the top. Bayern haven't always been the behemoths that we know today. Look, in 1955 they were relegated to the second division south after the Nazis seized power in 1933. That brought a lot of hardship to Bayern. Look, as it says, they were known as a Juden club, a Jewish club. They lost their place at the summit of German football. They did win their first ever DFB Cup in 1957, but they had their only relegation around there as well. They had a financial crisis, and they were omitted from the newly founded Bundesliga as well. And they did gain promotion to the top division in 1965. And by that point, 1965, they still only had one league title, and that was in 1932. They are now Germany's most successful team by a long, long way. Here begins the period of dominance. There's a cup double there, a cup and league double in 1969. But it was really in the 70s, I do believe, where Beckenbauer came in, and it was from then that the domination really began. 66 and 67 cups, 71, another cup, 74, 72, 73, yeah, look, 3 leagues in a row there. And then look at this is just ridiculous. I've been to many trophy rooms in my time, but I've never seen one quite like this. Look at all these, league title after league title, 80, 81, 85, 86, 87, 89, 90. They just go on as far as the eye can see. Look at that. This is a 1998 Cup, but look, they won the league in 97 and 99, but then in 2000, another Cup double, then it looks like 2001 was just the league, and then a Cup double, another Cup double, 2003, 2005, 2006, 2008. Yeah, just like during my lifetime as a football fan, German football has literally just been dominated by Bayern. Look, 2010, Cup double, 2015 league, 17 league. Biggest legend in the club's history, probably even German football history, isn't he? Franz Beckenbauer. Without him, would they be the club that they are today with the trophies that they have today? Here we go, look. Oh, we are about to head round and see the European Cups and Champions Leagues, but before we do, here are their other continental and European trophies. Firstly, we have the Pokal der Pokalsieger, the Cup Winners' Cup. We have the Weltpokal, the World Cup, the Intercontinental Cup that they would have won 1976. Yeah, look at that there. Before it was known as the Club World Cup, which we have today. This is the UEFA Pokal, the UEFA Cup. Absolutely love the look of that trophy. I always say it when I see them. And then another Weltpokal that they would have won in 2001. So Bayern have 6 European Cups / Champions League titles to their name. Their first 3 they won in a row, and I believe this was Beckenbauer's era. And what does that say on there? Something about Glasgow. In the final in Glasgow, FC Bayern met AS Saint Etienne. I didn't realise that the 1976 final was played in Glasgow, but yeah, look, 3 in a row there. And then you have their next one, which they had to wait until 2001 for. They won their next European Cup in 2013 when they had an all-German final at Wembley. And then this is one of the most impressive sights I think I've ever seen in any football museum that I've been to. And again, I've been to a lot. Look at this. They've won 2020, the league title, 2020, the German Cup, 2020. Obviously, it was the old COVID final. I remember watching that. Look at that. They won the Champions League then. They won the Super Cup as well. They won the German Super Cup, which I'll be coming to see very, very soon, and they won the Club World Cup as well. Look, it used to be the Intercontinental Cup that we just saw around there, but it's now known as the FIFA Club World Cup. Cool office I'm in today, look at this. I've edited in some weird and wonderful places, but this is up there as one of the best, the Bayern Cafe. And let me just show you something here, look, hang on. Make our way around here, and look at this, 5 o'clock. The Footy Adventures tour begins. The private tour of the Allianz Arena. Been very, very well looked after here today by the people of Bayern Munich. So make sure if you are coming to Munich that you do the stadium tour, because I bet it's going to be incredible.
My name is Andre. I'm 25 years old. I'm from Romania. Originally, I've been living in Germany for 11 years now, which is quite nuts. It's almost half of my life.
Time flies.
Yeah, time flies. I even got the German citizenship. Yeah, it's pretty neat. I got traveled to the US because of that.
Amazing. And so
Yeah.
what does it mean to you to work at a club like Bayern
Well,
Munich?
it was amazing just to think. I never would have thought about that. I know a few years ago in high school, I had a colleague that worked here for the security stuff, and he was here at matches all the time.
Yeah.
You know? And I asked him, hey, can I get into that? And I asked that companies, and they said, oh, we're not really looking right now.
Yeah.
And I googled other jobs at the Allianz Arena, and they were looking for guides. And I said, hey, I can do that.
Amazing. And
Yeah,
I really
I can do
appreciate
that,
you
yeah.
showing me around today.
Sure.
It looks like an amazing stadium.
My pleasure.
I'm not going to show everything
Sure.
so that people can come and
Yeah.
do the tour themselves.
Yeah, sure.
But where can people come and book the stadium tour?
Well, just on the FC Bayern website, or
Yep.
the Allianz Arena website,
Cool.
actually, the allianz-arena.com.
Yep.
That's where people can book the tour. Since we recommend it to book in advance, because we are...
It was busy today down there. Yeah.
I mean, during the whole summer, we are always sold out because of summer vacations and stuff.
And
But,
what can you tell me about the stadium and the club that I may not know? What's Mia San Mia, for example?
Well, Mia San Mia is Bavarian slang, I believe you can call it that. It means we are who we are, basically.
Okay.
You know? Just a sense of pride
Yeah.
of being from here, from Munich, of supporting this team because it's the best club in Germany and stuff. Yeah.
And so how about the blue and the white?
Yeah, the blue and the white represents the flag of the region of Bavaria.
Yep.
Because Bayern in itself means Bavaria, and you know it's the club of the region basically. You know, and it's just implemented into
Cool.
into
Nice.
the logo. Yeah, we are actually in it right now.
Oh, we're
Here
in
to
the
north
logo
side,
now.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, in the logo right now.
I can see the blue just up
Yeah,
there. Yeah, of course.
exactly. And yeah, we'll get a glimpse of that a little later.
So we were just up there,
Yeah.
weren't we? Up in the
Yeah,
badge
in
that
the
we can
badge,
see
yeah.
now. Looks really nice.
Yeah.
And it's obviously all Bayern branded,
Yeah.
as you'd imagine, the home of Bayern Munich. But
Yeah,
it wasn't always that
It
way.
wasn't always just the home of Bayern. It was split between them and TSV 1860 Munich, because they used to play in the Olympic Stadium where they have a running track. Right, we'll have a look at that in a few days.
Yeah.
And the fans were not very happy, and the clubs were not very happy with the running track. They wanted a football-specific stadium, and then they went and asked the people of Munich where they should build this stadium, and then they come to this location right here.
Yep.
And yeah, they built it for both clubs, and all the seats used to be grey because it was a neutral stadium, of course, and no club wanted to see the colors of the others, right? So they kept it neutral. Yeah.
And so there's still a little bit of grey. Is that a sort of hint to the past in 1860? Or?
I don't think so. As far as I've been told, they wanted to do white, red, white.
Okay.
But allegedly did not look that nice.
Okay,
so
right.
They just kept it in grey.
Yeah, it looks okay. It looks quite nice actually, considering it's grey. And obviously you got the badge over there.
Yeah.
And the singing section, the ultras will be down there as well.
Exactly.
And so, how many people can fit inside here then?
Well, 75,000 for national matches.
Yeah.
It used to be 70,000 for international matches, but last year UEFA allowed us to have standing areas again, and we can have 75 matches for every single match.
Must be some atmosphere in here then.
Yeah, it is.
And how many people did 1860 Munich used to get at their games? Because if there's 75,000 and Bayern obviously sell it out, 1860 are now in the third?
Yeah, now in the third division, yeah. While they played here, they were always in the second tier, so they never got higher. And they got from 20 to 30,000 maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. I think they only sold out a few times, maybe a handful of times, when they had the relegation match, to stay in the league.
Yeah, the big occasions.
Yeah, the big occasions.
So this is what the outside is made of?
Yeah, this is what the outside is made of. It's called ETFE plastic. I don't know the exact words for that. It's I know if you have chemists in your subscribers, maybe they'll know. Yeah, it's just a very durable plastic that you cannot destroy easily at all. Now, if you want to try, you cannot destroy.
Why did they make it this bubble-looking design of the stadium?
Well, yeah, that was the choice by the architects. I'm not really sure about that, but the thing is that it lights up at night, right?
Oh yeah, of course.
They had to be at neutral stadium too. So when we had two teams, you could change colors depending on which team played here, right? From red and blue.
Oh, so is it these lights here?
Yeah,
is that
those are the LEDs.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Yeah.
Will they be on tomorrow for the game?
Yeah, they are on every night actually.
Wow, look at this. What a stadium that is. Never seen anything quite like it out of all the stadiums I've been to. Like the design of it from the outside, just one big kind of bubble, could you call it that? Like the bubbly kind of design. Look at that though, like the sun shining off of that side of it. Really, really nice stadium. And great to see in and have a private tour as well. I've not had a private tour since my days at Braga. Who remembers that? What a day that was. And yeah, great to finally see inside the Allianz. I'm actually coming back tomorrow for a match, and I've done the Harry Kane video as well. If Kane gets announced tonight, then I'll be posting that video tonight. That should already be out, so you can watch that video now. And yeah, Harry Kane should be a Bayern Munich player, and tomorrow I get to see Bayern Munich play here for the first time in the Super Cup against Leipzig. So yeah, got a lot of Bayern Munich content coming. And then potentially the Olympic Stadium tour as well, which is here in Munich too. So I'm a busy man. Please do remember to subscribe if you're from Germany. I think it's Bitte abonnieren or something like that, isn't it? Please subscribe. So yeah, if you could, that'd be amazing. And I've got more Munich content to come, as well as more from all around the world as well. I've recently come back from Asia. I'm going to a brand new continent fairly soon as well at the end of this month, and yeah, just more throughout Europe and the UK as the seasons go on. Please do check out Slick Gorilla as well, the top link in the description box below. And if you're coming to Munich, make sure you book yourself in on a Bayern Munich stadium tour. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.